Hello. Prague is the capital city of the Czech Republic and is divided into 57 municipal districts, which propose the location of outdoor sites, including the frequency of waste collection. In our city, we have 4 waste collection companies, which take care of waste collection. The 57 city districts decided one many things, and sometimes it is not easy to convince them that sometimes needs change because of politics. To make Prague a secular city, the climate plan 2030 was accepted in 2019, which is concerned with 4 main areas. The circular economy is then described in the book Circular Prague 2030 and the action plan 2023 or 25. We have in Prague 9 reuse points located in collection yards. The number is not final, of course. And this year we organized reuse days in 18 city districts, which is the big win, is the first furniture bank in Prague. In 1998, municipal waste sorting system was introduced. Prague is by law the generator of municipal waste in the municipality. Some words about mixed waste collection in Prague. In Prague we collect waste in containers. The fee for collection of mixed waste is set by municipal ordinance. So if you order 120 liters container with a collection frequency of once a week, you will pay 100 to 23 euros. The recommended minimum quantity is 28 liters per person per week. It is a responsibility of the property owner to order collection container for mixed waste. Waste sorting, use of collection yards or other activities are already included in the fee above. So we inserted mixed municipal waste in Prague at a waste to energy facility we have built in Prague. It's ZEVO. So Prague priorities energy use of mixed municipal waste over landfilling as a part of the waste management hierarchy dictated. So, the collection methods for recoverable municipal waste and products subject to take back are listed here. We take more detailed look at the sites for sort waste, bio waste and bulky waste collection. I will let you see the statistics of the amount of recyclable components collected, the total amount in tons, and the table below shows the amount of waste sorted per resident in kilograms. So that's clear, I think. I cannot spare you the cost of providing the municipal waste management system in Prague. The total cost is 85 million for 4,090 euros, and the total revenue is 68 million euros. The difference between the amounts is paid by Prague from its budget. Bulky waste can be deposited in 20 collection yards in Prague. We also organize the delivery of large volume containers to the street, of which there are more than 5,000 every year. Organic waste can be collected free of charge from 2022. In 2023, we have collected from containers placed in houses 15,000 tons of biowaste. Biowaste can also be collected by collection yards. In addition, we provide large volume containers for biowaste only. We have sites for recyclable waste in the streets, in houses, and also underground. Prague residents dispose of paper, plastic, cartons, glass, and metals in these containers. The waste from the sites is further exploited for material purpose. It is an important secondary raw material. In building stations, is sites in the houses are shown in the pictures below as opposite to the outdoor sites, where it is also possible to collect biowaste. This image shows pictures of the container types, but now let's see how to empty the bottom damp glass containers. So, we have two types of containers. You see above the ground. I'm sorry. And now underground containers. You can take their paper, plastic, carton, glass, and metals. Their location is decided by the city district because they have information about water lines, network, etc. All of the necessary dimensions must be made in a suitable location for the underground containers, and there must be no trees or power lines. You will see the reason in the following video. So there are some photos and the video. It's a paper in the container. So, we have tracks for alternative fuels, CNG or biogas. Kilometers traveled by alternative fuel trucks are in 2023 6,040 and travel for mixed municipal waste and commercial waste is to maybe 3 million kilometers and kilometers traveled for sorted waste is also by 3 million kilometers.
Hello, so it was just the first half, don't worry. We have 12 minutes left. I'm Martin Lér from company operator OICT. It's municipality-owned company, and I hope that you can hear me. No? Okay. Is it better now?
Yes.
Perfect. So, again, I'm Martin from municipal company operator OICT. I will not go into the detail of who we are, and you can see it on the slide. But with Zuzana from the City Hall, we are running a project with our, we name it Smart Waste Collection, because we are trying to measure what we are. Again? Still not working, or it is?
Maybe put the microphone closer to your mouth.
I can eat it if you want. Is it better now? Okay,
One of the mic on the table.
I will take this mic and it will hopefully work. Is it working?
Yeah.
I can hear myself, that's perfect. So, my part of the presentation is called sensors in the bins for separated waste. We started with some pilot project in it's not 19, it's 20. In 2018, we started with something like 400 sensors. We tried technology, we found out what's working and what's not, and now we are rolling the sensors slowly to the most of our containers, which can be discharged to the bottom. So it's or the underground containers, which you saw in the video, or on the above the ground containers, which you also saw in the video, which can be put up and they are discharged from the bottom. Most of the sensors are in the glass, and we will see shortly why it is so, but we are interested in other commodities as well. Oh, it's not my slide, but I will try to explain. We have this number at the up generally of locations where you can put your separated waste. Is it on the street or is it in the buildings? Doesn't matter. But sensors are just in the bins which are on the street. It means in the underground or above the ground, but not in the in buildings containers. And here you see the number of the locations and of the containers with the sensors. So at the moment we are running like 7,000 sensors, which is quite a lot for us. It's obviously IoT. We are using sensors from 2 suppliers, so we can choose the better technology, and of course to keep them running against each other, so we have better price, and they are trying to do something better. We are using low power wall network, wide area networks, NB-IoT and LoRa. If somebody knows Sigfox, it's not running in Czech Republic anymore, unfortunately, which because it died from the day today, from the one day to another, it made some complications. We are using ultrasound and laser sensors for the measuring the depth of the level of the waste. As I mentioned, we use those sensors only in the bottom discharge containers, so not those open on the top and emptied on the top. And we get the information from the sensors like 8 times per day, so we see how the level of waste is going up. When we are speaking about paper and plastic, which are going up very quickly, and not so quick with the glass and with the metal, those commodities are simply very slow filled. And yeah, sure, here you see the sensors, and as you can see, maybe here in detail, if you will notice, there can be sometimes difficulties with the nature and it's occupying our sensor. How we are using this information? Unfortunately, the contract between Prague and collection companies don't let us run the collection of the containers dynamically, so we must go by the plan. We can't go, can't order the emptying, collecting of the container when it's full. We will pilot this process hopefully next year, but it will be just test in one city park. When there will be next contract, hopefully it will be possible to use it through whole Prague for glass and metal, because there it makes sense. With the plastic and paper, usually you're running there few times a week, sometimes even 7 times per week, so there is no need for ordering emptying the container. But when you have glass, let's say once per three months, it makes sense to collect it when it's needed. Sorry. So the main reason for which we are using the data at this moment is setting correct frequency for the collection, for the emptying of the container. As I mentioned with the paper, we are there usually setting a higher frequency, or Zuzana, to be very specific, is because she's our client for those data, is setting the higher frequency for the plastic and paper, and lower frequency for the glass. Information about the level of waste is available to the public. I will show it later. And of course, we are using those data to evaluate if the ordered collection was really delivered by the companies which should do it. Because, to be honest, it's not every time that they are running how they should be. For the city, for the municipality, districts, collection companies, and even for ourselves, we have those BI dashboards. On this nice example, you can see that at this moment there was made change when for the first there was changed the volume of the container, and for the second and more important, we have usually 2 types of glass per site, color and clear glass. Here it was put together finally. It will be made in the whole branch in the next year, but here it started. And as you can see, before it was the top level when we was emptying, it's 20%, it's nothing, it's empty. So after we put together color and clear, we are now getting to the high numbers, and we can still work with the frequency.
And change the volume.
And of course, we can decrease the volume as well. Okay, this is the front, this is the face for the public. It's website and it's a mobile application. We show here, for example, the information about the about the level of each container. Here is in the number, here it's in the graphic, so here it's like, I don't know, 10%. As you can see, the sites for the waste are very close to each other. It's usually 200 to 300 meters, so nearly everybody should be able to walk there without any problems. Zuzana before mentioned the large scale containers, large volume containers. Here's the example where it should be, and because we are using application for real time logging in the real location where the container is. So here is the location where it is. So this way city knows that the container was delivered and to which place it was delivered. Okay, let's speak shortly about our experiences. 7,000 sensors, it's quite a lot, so it takes a lot of work with data, so you can manage the network and you have still working sensors. I guarantee this that on this picture there is sensor. We don't know where, but it was there. So it's very important to have good data in all sources of data because you are putting together many information systems. So you must have correct data in all information systems. You are working with people. You just are creating errors, and you must look for these errors and fix them. Here you are, of course, working with people too, but those people are mostly drunk and they just burned our containers. So you need to put their new containers, put their new sensor, and so on. Of course, you are working with others, with other things too, with humidity or with vaporization of content from the bottles in the glass. So this is how looks the sensor after a few months. It's not something that was there for a few years, but this is how it looks after a few months. And of course, this is very difficult to the sensor to measure correctly the level of the volume in the container. So there must be, it's necessary just to run around the city and clean the sensors to have correct data. There was a specific question about using the AI. The very specific answer is that we are trying to use it. We are trying to learn the AI and machine learning how to identify those sensors which are dirty and which are giving us bad data. Here is another example in the data. You see it's showing here was the bin collected, it was emptied, and it's still empty, but it's not correct information, how you can see here. It's empty inside, okay, but somebody just tried to push there something that didn't fall through, and when Zuzana here was there and pushed it through, it jumped very quickly up. So this is not, again, the thing technical for the sensor, but we are working with the people which are not behaving correctly. Okay, that's everything about sensors. Next thing is a very short thing is about the pilot which we did with RFID, because we are trying to monitor things which are emptied by the company from the top. So the bins have these RFID sensors. There is a reader on the trap, and when it's the bin going up, the reader is reading the RFID sensor, so we know that the bin did this move, and usually it means that it's empty. Not every time that it goes. It was very precise, and we will use it. It was pilot, and we will use it roll to production for the bio-waste. And yeah, that's all perfect. Here you can see some addresses if you would be interested in more information, and if you would like to ask us something, it's possible here after now, and of course you can write to us as well. Thanks.